Hello folks, welcome to the Rico Wellness Series and the 7th video of the new year. Today we're going to be talking about the electrical system of the heart. This is part 2 from last week when we talked about the workings of the heart. But before we get started, just a friendly reminder of healthywayevents.com. And we have some terrific health educators doing all sorts of terrific programs. And hopefully you'll get online and see all the neat programs they're doing. Again, healthywayevents.com. So let's get started. So just a little review from last week. Your heart is two-sided. It's your right and left side. It's four chambers. You have your upper chamber, your atria, which receives the blood. You have your lower chamber, the ventricles, which send the blood out. And in between the two chambers, there are valves. On the left side, there's the mitral valve. On the right side, there's the tricuspid valve. And also there's valves down in the lower part of the ventricles where the blood goes out. And on the left side, there's the aortic valve. On the right side, there's a pulmonary valve. And they keep the blood going in one direction. But what also happens there's an electrical current or electrical system that keeps the heartbeat going. And so let's start with the SA node. The SA node is sinoatrial node. What that does, that compresses or contracts the atria, and from there the blood goes through the valve, either the tricuspid or mitral valve, into the ventricle, and from there the AV node, atrioventricular node, takes over. An atrioventricular node, that's also called the gatekeeper or the pace setter of the heart, and that beats that's going to beat about half the speed of the SA node. The SA node beats about 60 to 100 times per minute. The AV node beats about 40 to 50 times per minute. So by having that little delay, it keeps the blood from pooling up. So you get the right amount of blood going through the valves. It doesn't overflow. So the and the AV node, what that's going to do, that's going to contract. That's going to contract the ventricles, and from the ventricles, it's going to go through either the aortic valve or the pulmonary valve, and go either up to the lungs through the pulmonary valve or through the whole body through the aortic valve. So these two work together, the SA node and the AV node, to keep your heart beating at a regular pace. And the AV node, what that can do, if the SA node is beating too fast, that can slow things down. Being the pace setter, often called the pace setter, it can slow things down. And also, if the SA node is not functioning properly, it can take the place of the SA node. So these two work together in harmony to keep that heart beating in a nice, healthy way. So that's just a simple way to explain how the heart works, the electrical part, the electrical system of the heart. So I want to thank you so much for joining us today. Remember, stay safe, stay strong, be happy. Look forward to seeing you next week.